Good evening, everyone. My name is Emmanuel Eme, and it's a privilege for me to be allowed to come, depending on where you are right now. Maybe you are in your home, your office, or maybe I just in a car somewhere being driven, and to discuss with you something I believe is very, very paramount in the life of business people. Even more especially disciples of Jesus. So I've been asked to talk to all of us today about integrity. Yes, that's the word integrity. And in my own characteristic way, I decided to rename it, find another word for it. So I have titled, today's talk. Yes, it's on integrity, but I've called it Integrity, the Currency of Successful Businesses. Integrity, the currency. Now you might talk about what's currency. I thought currency was naira, dollar, or anything. Yes, we'll talk about that. Currency is something that you spend in exchange of something else. So today as disciples and business people and business professionals in the church, it is a fast-paced and competitive world that we're living in. All of you can bear testimony to what has been happening in our world, especially the past 5 years. A little bit pre-COVID, and now post-COVID. We live in a very competitive and world of commerce, and that is why it becomes very essential, that as Christian business professionals, we have to understand the significance, the very important significance of conducting our affairs in a very, very worthy manner, in an unwavering manner of integrity. So today we're going to be drawing examples from the Bible. Obviously, that's why we are here. But if you know me, I always like to start by defining what I'm talking about. Excuse me, let me take a sip. I've been speaking all day, so this is almost like my fourth class today. So, definition of integrity. How do you define integrity? As we delve into what the Bible talks about, it's good for us to put clarification by definition, before us. So integrity is the quality, not quantity, the quality of being honest. So when I think of integrity, I think of honesty, I think of trustworthiness, and also having a moral principle, having a very strong moral principle. And these moral principles are brought when you do business. So you see, in business, it means adhering to certain ethical standards and maintaining transparency and also keeping our promises. Of course, we know as disciples the value of keeping our promises. When I look at the Bible, I think of examples. What examples can I share, with all of you good people today about integrity? If you don't mind, you might want to turn your Bible as I call out these passages. I have just about 15 minutes or so to do this. So we can actually draw guidance and we can draw inspiration, throughout the entire Bible. We find examples of men and women who have lived their life in integrity, live a life of integrity, even in the face of intense challenges. Now, one of such examples is my favorite, Joseph, the son of Jacob. You can find out in Genesis, I believe in 39, chapter 39, you find the story of Joseph there. So you all know Joseph was a young man who found himself in a position of authority, just like that in Potiphar's home, far away from his land, from his home, like the homeland. At that point, he didn't have a land of his own, really. In Egypt, he was in Egypt. Now, despite being tempted, and I know in business we get tempted a lot. Despite being tempted by Potiphar's wife, what did he do? Joseph, for some incredible reason, remained steadfast, remained faithful to the commitment he had made to God. He said, how can I sin against God by doing such a thing with you? Every sin will come against God. Even when you do those acts, or even entertain those acts in your heart, know that you are actually refusing God and you are embracing the world. So as a result of his life of integrity, what did God do? God showed him favor. And in business, listen, it's not about the connections you have, it's not about your know-how, it's not about business strategy, which they're all great, and I teach all of those stuff. It's not about your market, whatever, but you need the favor from God. God's favor is the word that takes you beyond where every other thing can actually, take you. And one of the ways to actually win God's favor is by living a life of integrity. And of course, he eventually rose, to become the prime minister. There was a king, a pharaoh, but he was a prime minister. He was trying to do one of ruling Egypt. The second example I think of, apart from Genesis chapter 39, is the life of Daniel. And you can find out all across the book of Daniel, but especially in Daniel chapter 6. So that's another remarkable young man. He was a high-ranking official in Babylonia. He faced immense pressure. He faced immense, pressure to compromise his faith. To do so many things. However, Daniel remained faithful to his God. Now, one of the two things that this young man, faced, that they were not challenged to lose their integrity in their own home, within their own people, but it was in foreign lands. So integrity is more shown when no one who knows you is watching. And that is where integrity, that really comes. So what's the result? God protected him. We hear the story today. We still hear the story of Daniel in the lion's den, demonstrating the reward of serving him wholeheartedly. Of course, I do not have time to take you into the deep theological implications of some of those things. Now, I'm going to round up by giving you what I consider like 5 advantages of doing business with integrity, and some disadvantages also of doing business without integrity. So and I want you to get your pen out if you don't have it already and write some of these things down. So 5 advantages, and there are basically more, but this is just for time's sake. I call them the high 5. So when you remember high 5, it is high 5. The rest are low. Okay, so number 1, integrity builds trust and reputation. Reputation is not who you say you are. Reputation is what people know you for. So when you have integrity, it builds trust. And let me tell you, I have examples that I can share with you for every point I have. Again, because of time, maybe one day you guys can have a big seminar and I can come and spend like 30 minutes or more, sharing with you. And also share with my own life also. Because there's no better example than the one that you can share from your life. So it builds trust, it builds reputation. So integrity is something that fosters trust among customers, your partners, your employees. Now, eventually, it leads to a positive reputation for your business. People will know you not for what you say you are, but they will know you for who they have said you are. So if you want to build trust, like I titled it, it is the currency of successful business. People will rate you high, in whatever you do. If the mention of your name alone will open doors because you are a man of integrity. Number 2 advantage that I see integrity is customer loyalty. One of the things I've enjoyed, teaching for years is customer service, and we talk about customer centricity. We talk about the customer evangelist and every single thing. Listen, when you're a man of integrity, your customers will talk about you. So you're going to gain some immense customer loyalty beyond what social media or paid advertisement will actually do. Customers are more likely to remain loyal to a business that has integrity. They have integrity, that prioritizes integrity, and they will know you for who you are. Quickly, number 3, we'll talk about the 1 alive, the 2 alive, now the 3 alive. We're going to go to the 5 alive eventually. When you have integrity, you're going to attract talented employees. People will want to work with people that have integrity. I've seen businesses, even among disciples, where a disciple was offered a higher paying alternative to where he was working in terms of job, ranking, and money, but he decided to stay with the lower one because of integrity. And guess what? What the boss, when the boss saw that, he quickly promoted him. So ethical businesses tend to somehow attract skilled and principled employees. And these employees who want to be part of an organization that aligns with their values. Like someone like me, I will turn a job that doesn't align with my values. So you see that the people that will come to you are people who value the kind of structure, the kind of life, the kind of integrity that you do. So that's 3. Number 4, then you are going to have some form of stability and longevity. It is not what you do now, but long term. Now people say, well, integrity does not pay immediately. You are right, really, especially when you are in an environment where people lack integrity. But I guarantee you, the long term, people will come for you. People who have given up on the 419, who have been duped, who have been told lies. When they want to do business, they're going to come for you. So business is built on integrity, brothers and sisters, are more likely to have long-term success as they are built on solid moral foundation. Number 5, I can say 5 alive. Number 5, ethical decision making is a result of a business or a life built on integrity. Now, so when you operate from integrity, it guides you to make ethical decisions, even when you are faced with difficult choices. Yeah, not all decisions are right, but you have to look at ethical. Even though this will bring me money, but it will probably do damage here, and there, and there. So why can't we just do it this way? So because of your integrity, you are going to make ethical decisions. Now, of course, for people who save their money in banks and some of those mutual funds, is it not surprising that a lot of them have opened up other funds that they call ethical funds? In other words, people will say, okay, well, they're going to use my money the right way. They're not going to invest in things that I don't align with. So even if you look at the world is aligning towards that, so how much more disciples? So let's talk about the bad news at this time. The bad news, I'm going to give you 4. So because the first one is 5 alive, the other one is going to be 4 down. So high 5 and low 4. It's an advantage of not having integrity, and these are not things we should even be mentioned among disciples. You are going to lose trust and reputation. Once your trust is broken, it is challenging to regain it back. Remember the days that we used to eat gala, the real gala, that you unwrap the flour part of it, and you dangle whatever. Gala lost integrity. And right now, we don't even know where they put those things. So one, you're going to have, there are also legal consequences. When you do business without integrity, legal consequences, unethical practices, they may lead you to legal trouble and also financial penalties, which could jeopardize your businesses. Business. So today, people might think, they are making money, whatever, but eventually, listen, it catches up on you. There's always cause and effect. Number 3, there's going to be high employee turnover. I know businesses that have lost people because they found out that their bosses or the business is not built on integrity. And it now becomes a very toxic environment. Nobody, including me, I don't want to be in a toxic environment. When the environment becomes toxic and people don't say, they don't do what they say, they don't hold on to their words, they don't know what it means to apologize when things work, people will leave. So it's going to be high turnover. And number 5, there's going to be erosion. The customer base will erode. A matter of fact, after a while, your customer base will leave. So when customers perceive that there is dishonesty or lack of integrity, they are likely to take their businesses somewhere. And when they leave, guess what? They take everybody else with them. So that is the advantages, 5 advantages, 4 disadvantages. Let me leave you all now with just 3 passages in the Bible that I want to go and think about. And to make it easy, 2 from Proverbs, the last one from the book of Psalms. Proverbs chapter 10, verse 9. In the NIV, it said, whoever, it could be you or me, whoever walks in integrity walks securely. But whoever takes crooked paths will be found out. Your sins will find you out eventually. Proverbs, and that is Proverbs 10, 9. In Proverbs 11, verse 3, it said, the integrity of the upright guides them. The integrity of the upright guides them, but the unfaithful are destroyed by their duplicity. The unfaithful are destroyed by their duplicity. And finally, in those 3 passages, I'll leave you with Psalms 25, verse 21. It reads, and it's a prayer, and I want to be the prayer for all of you. And it says, may integrity and uprightness protect me. Why? Because my hope is in you, Lord. So, in conclusion, integrity is needed. Is a new currency, is a currency of successful businesses. So let us be inspired by the examples of Joseph and Daniel. I've kept them to just two, the J and the D, Joseph and the Daniel, and other individuals that upheld their integrity and they were rewarded by God. And for us as disciples, by conducting ourselves in an unwavering integrity, I guarantee you that not only will your business be strengthened, but you also will give glory to God, because that is the whole idea. God is the one who gives us the ability to make wealth. We're going to give glory to God. So let us commit ourselves today to a life of integrity. Make integrity the cornerstone of your professional lives. Don't follow what other people are doing. Know for sure that it will lead you, guaranteed, to the success in your business, success in your personal journey as a Christian. And I pray that God Himself will bless all of you abundantly as you take this step, and as you continue in this step. For some of you who have been here for a while, and as you pursue integrity in all your endeavors. Again, my name is Emmanuel Eme. Thank you for listening, and let me say in the business world, see you all at the top. Bye bye.